before we decide who is the new 2017 team champions on trampoline. And a fantastic lineup of talent.
Fifteen athletes from 5 nations, and these are these 5 countries. Canada.
So Canada entering this competition in the 5th spot from qualification. Great Britain were in 4th after qualification. Japan were in the 3rd place. And the top 2 teams were as follows. Belarus, a strong tradition in trampoline gymnastics, and China.
Republic of China.
China are the reigning world champions from 2015. Each of our competitors will have a brief warm-up before we get the competition underway.
15 routines, but only 3 medals in the end. 1 bronze medal, 1 silver medal, and 1 gold.
Russia, probably a surprise that they're not in the final. They had some issues in qualification, so disappointed not to be here. They took a bronze medal at 2015. And here, first gymnast to warm up. Samantha Smith on the trampoline at the moment. Now, unfortunately, Rosie McLennan is not here. She is the Olympic champion from 2016 and 2012. Unfortunately, it's withdrawn from the competition. So, Canada delighted to be in this final without their star performer. Of course, trampoline gymnastics made its debut in the Olympic programme back in 2000 in Sydney, where Irina Karavaeva was the winner from the Russian Federation. She's actually an ambassador here and will be presenting the individual medals on Sunday. She also took the world title in the individual competition 5 times. Highly decorated gymnast. So in competition, the gymnast will put 10 skills together in a routine. Each skill has to be different. And you can see from the top view here that the trampoline bed is marked in terms of zones. They will be hoping to stay right on that cross there. You can see it right in the middle. They are being judged on horizontal displacement. So you would possibly expect them to lose marks if they travel, but it very much depends on which of those zones they land in. If it's just a little bit away from the cross, just 0.1. If it's to the sides of the ends, 0.2, and anywhere diagonally there in those sort of 4 corners, it'll be a 0.3 deduction every time they land. Of course, if they travel, they also tend to lose height, and the time of flight is also being evaluated. Women's highest time of flight. It was in the compulsory exercise yesterday, which was 17.215 seconds, and that was recorded for Liu Lingling. So those 2 elements of judging important: horizontal displacement, time of flight, but then also important the difficulty, the number of somersaults and twists they can perform, and how well they perform them, the execution. So each of the judges has a slightly separate responsibility. And those 4 component parts will all be added together to get the overall score for each gymnast. You see 2 trampoline beds there. Of course, that comes into its own in synchronized trampolining. And the finals for that are tomorrow. Really exciting. If you've never seen it before, gymnasts trying to mirror image of each other. But in terms of this competition, they can use whichever bed they want to. Yeah, you can just see how high they fly. They really do elevate.
The other trampoline for the People's Republic of China, Zhu Yueting.
There you saw a demonstration. Triff, twisting, triple somersault. She performed it in the pike position there. So triple somersault forward in the pike position, half turn out. And a Triff pike. Those will certainly add to the difficulty of the routine if you look out for those. And the same in the top position.
This is Catherine Driscoll, Great Britain.
So we're approaching the end of warm-up now. Triffis, pike.
3 more. First, Japan. Ayano Kishi.
So the teams will be performing in reverse order. Obviously 1 up from each nation at a time, but the first one will be from Canada, who came 5th in qualification. But there is no carryover score. They start from 0, so anything can happen. And of course, qualification came from 4 gymnasts. The best 3 scores counted from a compulsory exercise and a voluntary exercise. Whereas in this final, there will just be 1 voluntary exercise. 3 gymnasts, all scores count.
Here's our final athletes for the People's Republic of China, Liu Ling.
Final gymnast warming up. Qualified with the highest score. This is the gymnast that had the longest time of flight in qualification. So it looks like we're about to get the competition underway. This women's team final. And the first competitor is Samantha Smith, representing Canada. Well, Samantha Smith going clean. Well done to her. 25 years of age. She's a physio. 4th with the team in 2015. Silver with the team in 2013. There, Pike Griffiths start. Put a second triple in the top position. The double pike back. Satisfied with that performance? Good start for Canada. Just wait to score.
First score of this final, Samantha Smith.
Highest score in qualification was 54.665.
She studied physiotherapy at the University of Vancouver.
Let's see what the judges make of it. 54.9. The first score for Canada.
And here's the routine of Great Britain's Laura Gallagher.
Next to perform, representing Great Britain, Laura Gallagher. And an excellent start for Great Britain in the form of Laura Gallagher, the new British champion from 2017.
One of the athletes that
She's made the individual final as well.
won the gold here
Took a team gold in 2013 in this arena. She took a short break from international performing, but she's back and looking strong. Here the start. Griffiths Pike.
in Baku 2 years ago.
That was the full in, full out to finish.
For Team Great Britain in Birmingham World Championships 2011.
Scored 54.89 in qualification, 55.365 for her. Good start.
And we jet off to Japan. Here's the routine of Yumi Takagi.
This is Yumi Takagi from Japan, 17 years of age, making her debut at the World Championships. Yumi Takagi from Japan.
Takagi representing Japan.
Took a gold at the World Age Groups in 2015 in the synchro competition. She qualified with the 13th highest score in the individual event. And of course, the focus is on the team competition here today. Straight position there. Tucking Rudy out, the 1.5 turns out of the somersault.
Gold medal at the World Championships 2 years ago
And there,
in the synchro competition.
full in, full out, tuck. Half in, half out.
Won the World Championships.
Hike in, half out.
Competitions there. She was still a junior then.
Judges looking for them to kick out of those somersaults and hold the shape. Right past sort of the 9 o'clock phase. The score 53.7.
Takagi 53-7. Belarus now with Hannah Harchonak.
And this is Hannah Harchonak from Belarus. Highly experienced gymnast, 25 years of age. Finished with a full in, full out. A little bit of travel going on, but the Rio finalist, who took 2 silver medals in synchro and team in 2015, drawing on her experience there to complete the routine successfully. Took a bronze individually in 2014.
Synchro and the bronze in Denmark 2 years ago. And a bronze medal individual at the World Championships in Daytona Beach.
Half turn in, half turn out. Pike Rudy out. That was the final element. This is her 6th World Championships. And the score 53.88.
And here's the People's Republic of China.
And the first gymnast for China is Zhang Xinping. Part of the gold medal winning team back in 2015, where she also took a gold medal in the synchro competition. Again, safely through. Included 2 trips. Pike and tuck.
People's Republic of China with Zhang Xinping, 30 years old.
30 years of age now. Experienced performer. Qualified with the 6th highest score from qualification.
And she won the golds with her team China in the team final
There.
in Denmark 2 years
Pike
ago.
Triffith. And they're the same in the tuck. Adding to the difficulty. Holding those shapes. Half turn out, spotting the bed. Keeping control, trying to minimize the travel. Full in, full out. Straight somersaults, full twist in the first somersault, full twist in the second. And the score, 54.93.
Let's have a quick look at the
So after one routine. Canada lead with 55.420, but it's very close. Great Britain in second, from China in third at the moment, Belarus in fourth, Japan in fifth. This is Sarah Millett, and she is representing Canada. Travis Pike. The travel. Well, Sarah Millett there, 20 years of age. She is in the synchro competition here with Sofiane Metho. Bronze medalist at the World Cup in Minsk with her synchro partner earlier this year. There's the Travis Pike. Half in, half out. And they're popular full in, full out to finish. Bringing the bounce under control at the end.
One of the members of the Canadian team in Denmark at the World Championships.
And she scores 50.75, giving Canada a total of 106.170. Next gymnast representing Great Britain is Isabel Songhurst. And just 18 years of age. Great Britain only had 3 gymnasts in qualification. They didn't have that buffer of a 4th gymnast, so they've already done the equivalent of a final. Can they repeat their performances? Another clean routine from the youngster. She took a silver at the World Age Groups individually in 2015.
One of the youngsters in the British delegation.
Congratulated by the coach. Let's take another look. There, that first Travis Pike. Double tuck, kicking it out, holding the form, holding the shape. There, the Rudy out, the 1.5 twist out. 3 somersaults in the pike position, half turn. Double pike back. Pike forward with a half turn out in the second. And a full in, full out to finish. Job well done.
So as I already said, silver medal winner at the age group competition in London 2 years ago.
Giving you a little wave and a smile. The score 53.715, giving them a total of 109.080. Highest score so far. Japan is now to follow, and it is Hikaru Mori. Yeah, another one to watch, only 18 years of age, qualified with a 4th highest score. Great talent from Japan. Well done to Hikaru Mori, where she's the 2 times world age group champion, individual and synchro in 2015. Started with a tuck triff. There it is. Followed by the double pike back. Simple, straight, but lovely form. Judges looking for the shape in the air. Is it a clean tuck? Is it a tight pike? Is it an absolutely straight position?
She wants to shine at the Tokyo Olympics in 2020. If you want to know everything.
And full in, full out to finish. And then controls the bounce to finish. The score 54.905, giving them a total of 108.605. Now then, this is Tatiana Pietrania from Belarus. 4 times Olympian. 36 years of age, and I believe she is hoping to aim for Tokyo. Make it 5 times Olympian. Quite an achievement. Starts well. There, Tatiana Pietrania took a silver with the team in 2015. Can they take another medal here today?
Finalists.
The 2003 world champion in synchro. Goes right the way back to Athens. Great ambassador for the sport. They're tight in the pike shape, in the triff.
Needless to say that this lady won dozens of medals at major international competitions, including both the European Championships.
Linking the 10 skills. Tuck in, half out. Controlling the finish. And the score 56.910, giving Belarus a total of 110.79, taking them into the lead.
Now we go to the People's Republic of China.
China now being represented by Xu Ying, the 2014 Youth Olympic champion. Another strong performance from China. The 19-year-old who took World Cup gold in Spain earlier this year. Silver in the synchro. Certainly one to watch out for. 2 triple somersaults in that routine. The first and third element. 1 in the pike position, 1 in the tuck. Half in, half out. Double tuck. Pike in, half out. Full in, full out to finish. extension in the ankles. And a score of 56.465, a total of 111.395 for China.
Quick look at the intermediate standings.
So with one more routine to go for each nation, China lead from Belarus, 0.605 behind them. Great Britain currently in third, followed by Japan and Canada. And this is Sofiane Metho from Canada, 19 years of age.
Canada, Sofia Mito.
Gymnasts have up to a minute to bounce before they begin their routine. Here she goes. Oh, it's a slight loss of control at the end, but she managed to get through.
Sofia Mito representing Canada in this women's team final.
And Canada can be proud of themselves.
She was the winner.
They haven't got their star, Rosie McLennan, but they do certainly have some good youngsters coming through. That was the first skill, the triple, one triple in this routine.
On the field of play.
Tuck in, half out, double pike. Pike in, Rudy out.
She wants to compete at the Tokyo.
Yeah, and then beginning again there.
3 years.
Triff in the tuck position.
Her mother was fame is temporary, but victory lasts forever. That is something to think about. Sofia Mito.
And full in, full out finish. Just a slight step on the controlled finish. The score 53.44 and a total of 159.650.
And Great Britain now on the trampoline.
The final gymnast for Great Britain is Kat Driscoll. Olympic finalist in Rio. Experienced gymnast, 31 years of age. And another strong performance from Kat Driscoll. Smile from her.
Driscoll.
Took a team gold 2013.
Great Britain in.
A silver with the team in Birmingham back in 2011.
She took up the sport at the age of 7.
Been a great international performer for Great Britain. 2 triples in that routine, 2 trips. That was the second. Pike in, Rudy out. Double pike. Keeping control, keeping the line.
At the Olympics in Rio. You can imagine that is the most memorable experience of her life. Gimnasia Driscoll.
Of course, Bryony Page from Great Britain took a silver at the Rio Olympics. She is recovering at the moment, so is unable to perform with the team. But Great Britain doing a great job at the moment. I believe Bryony Page is here watching and supporting. The score for Kat Driscoll, 54.730, a total of 163.810 for Great Britain.
Japan now, Ayano Kishi.
This is Ayano Kishi from Japan. Olympian in 2012, 25 years of age. Ayano Kishi, well, a sigh of relief, a big bounce back at the end, but finalist in the synchro in 2014 World Championships. Congratulated by the coach, a big smile and high fives. She scored 54.83 in qualification. Yeah, Pike Triffith. Double kicking out. Pike in, Rudy out. Keeping a form, locking the legs together. Such spatial awareness. Incredible talent on display here. Trying to maintain that time of flight. And that was the jump at the end. The score 54.69, a total of 163.295, going into second place. Here are the standings so far, with two more gymnasts to perform. The first of them, Maria Makarinskaya, representing Belarus, 21 years of age. Look at the height. Beautiful drift to start. And a full out to finish. Had to hold my breath for a moment there on that second skill. Thought she was travelling, but she held it together. 21 years of age. Took a silver in the team competition in 2015. She was part of that team, and a bronze with the team in 2013. So high there in that first drift. This is the one that travelled backwards. Half in, half out.
Gymnastics ambassadors for the 2017 World Championships here in Sofia. They will present the gold medals to the 2017 individual World Championships.
And the score 55.335 takes them into the lead with a total of 166.125.
55.335. And this is the final.
So the final gymnast is Liu Lingling, representing China. Highest qualifier yesterday. And they're securing the final element.
People's Republic of China.
23-year-old, 2014 world champion. Took a silver in 2015, along with their team gold. Their pike triffus, half in, half out. Pike in, Rudy out. Keeping the form, trying to reduce any of the execution deductions.
World Championships in Odense in Denmark 2 years ago.
Scored 56.515 in qualification. Certainly want to watch out for on Sunday in the individual finals. And her score 56.1, giving the People's Republic of China a total of 167.495 and the gold medal. They become the new world champions. Hugs all round. Clearly thrilled. Being congratulated by the other competitors and coaches. So confirmation of the results. China take the gold medal and world title with 167.495. Belarus win the silver and Great Britain the bronze. Japan end up in fourth and Canada in fifth.
And this was yet another great final.
Clean routines all round.
Gymnasts, please.
We have one more final to go. That will be the men's team final on trampoline. Just a few minutes' time, we'll be welcoming in the gymnasts for the men's trampoline team final. While we have a moment, I can tell you that in tomorrow's events, we'll have finals, tumbling for women, men's DMT, and synchronized women's and men's competitions. Here is the start list for the men's trampoline team final. Portugal, Japan, Belarus, the Russian Federation and China being represented in the men's competition. Portugal putting in some great performances in qualification to nudge their way into this men's final.
Final of the day, the men's trampoline final. Please welcome the athletes.
Here come our men's finalists. All great individual performers, but of course the focus today is on the team event. It would be interesting to see whether perhaps they do slightly different routines in the team event to ensure they go clean and safely. Each of the routines submitted prior to the competition on a competition card to the judges. They don't have to do that routine, but it usually indicates what they're going to perform. Under the watchful eye of our international judges. Here are the gymnasts from Portugal who qualified in 5th place. Japan were in 4th from qualification. And then the top 3 nations were as followed. Belarus We've just seen them take a silver medal in the women's competition.
The Russian Federation.
Russian Federation. And top qualifiers, People's Republic of China, so strong in this discipline of gymnastics.
Gentlemen, time for your warm-up. A1 touch on the trampoline.
So they have their opportunity to warm up, familiarise themselves with the trampoline beds before we get the final underway. Amongst these performers, we have the 2016 Olympic champion, Vladislav Hantyuru from Belarus. We also have the 2015 world champion, Gao Lei from China, really strong contender. And Dong Dong, who is hoping to perhaps break records at these world championships by taking another title. Alexander Moskalenko from the Russian Federation currently holds the record for most titles, 5 individual, 18 world medals, 14 are gold. He's actually an ambassador here. He was the 2000 Sydney Olympic champion. Dong Dong has the full collection of Olympic medals, bronze in Beijing, silver in Rio, gold in London 2012. But it didn't go quite so well for him today earlier on in synchro. Who knows what can happen, but certainly China are the ones to chase in this final. And you can just see how high these gymnasts fly. Unbelievable. In this sport, it's fine if you're sitting up higher in the stadium because you're at eye level with them. It really is a quality field here. Again, to repeat, only one routine from 3 gymnasts per nation, all scores to count. The qualification came from 4 different gymnasts with 2 routines, with the 2 lowest scores, one from compulsory and one voluntary, dropped.
And from the Russian Federation, Sergei Azayan.
And whereas in the women's competition, we saw the gymnasts perform 1 or 2 tricks. In the men's, we may see 4, possibly 5. Those will all add to the difficulty, of course. In terms of time of flight, the highest time recorded in qualification was 19.29 seconds. That was from Hantyuru in the compulsory competition. In the voluntary routines, Gao Li scored, or should I say recorded, a time of 18.285 seconds in terms of his time of flight. So the longer they're up in the air, the higher the score. And clearly the more opportunity to squeeze in those extra somersaults and twists.
Athletes from Portugal, Diogo and Chinho.
Masaki Ito just having his allotted warm-up time. You can see the spotters around the bed. Their role is incredibly important. to ensure the safety of our performers. Hopefully they'll be redundant and can just stand by and watch, but in case of any deviation, they are there ready to throw in the mats and catch any gymnasts that possibly go offline. Only takes a fraction of a second, a slight change in the angle of takeoff, and it can all go awry. Hopefully that will not be the case in this final.
This is Andrei Yudin representing the Russian Federation.
This is Andrei Yudin from the Russian Federation. Now, he did beautiful compulsory routine, but he had to stop during his voluntary exercise. But his teammate Mikhail Melnik had the opposite way round, so fortunately their scores were compensated and they've made it through in second position here for this final. So he'll be hoping to go clean today.
The People's Republic of China, Tu Jiao.
So we have one more gymnast from each nation to warm up before we get the final underway. This is Diogo Abreu from Portugal. Portugal impressive in qualification, coming up the ranks in terms of world trampoline gymnastics. I'll be hoping to repeat their successes from qualifications and maybe improve upon them, who knows. One bounce warm up. Some of the gymnasts performing more than others. Here is the start list. Pedro Ferreira from Portugal will be the first of our competitors. We'll be finishing the event with Gao Li from China, the reigning world champion. Continental, world and Olympic champions in this field of competitors. It is stacked up to be an exciting final. And the audience even clapping the warm-up there.
An athlete from the People's Republic of China, Gao Li.
Interestingly, Dmitry Ushakov from the Russian Federation, 29 years of age, he took a silver at the Olympic Games. He ended up qualifying with the highest score. Highly experienced. We'll be hoping to repeat his success of yesterday. There's 1.5 marks clear of anybody from the compulsory exercise.
Money time on the field of play. We are ready for the very first exercise of this men's team final. For Portugal, Pedro Ferreira.
So we're ready to get this men's team final underway. Pedro Ferreira of Portugal will be the first performer. 20 years of age. This is his third World Championships. finishing there with the Miller, the triple twisting double straight somersault, named after Wayne Miller, the first gymnast to perform it.
He was the bronze
He
medal winner
punches
at
the air.
Olympic Games in Nanjing.
Happy with that performance. 2014 took bronze medal at the Youth Olympic Games. Cramming in the difficulty, going for the triples. They're the trifis, the top position.
Member of the Portuguese team at the World
Pike in,
Championships.
Rudy out.
Odense. So these are his
Every skill has to be different.
World Championships, but he never made
A
it
forwards
to
or
the
back
final
entry.
of the team final.
Have to either add a half twist,
Yes, there is a
take one
European
away.
winner.
You have to be very versatile in the skills they can perform. And there, the Miller, the final element. And the score, 58.905.
58.905. Japan on the trampoline with Taiki Kishi.
The next performer from Japan is Taiki Kishi. Both his father and sister compete. Clearly a talented family. Well, the travel doesn't count until he starts the routine. Here he goes. Hike trifis. So 4 trifs and the Miller to finish. Took a while to get going, but that's fine. As long as he starts within his minute. In fact, they can stop and restart if they want to. So the horizontal displacement only kicks in once they begin the routine. Took a silver at the Spanish World Cup earlier this year. Their pike trifis. Half in, half out trif. Tight in the pike shape, opening out to show control. Looking for that straight shape from sort of vertical position through to the horizontal as they come down from the skills. Holding the form. And the score 59.730.
59.730. Belarus now on the trampoline. Vladislav Ancharov.
First gymnast from Belarus, Vladislav Hancharov. Well, very strong performance from him. Very high routine, elevated in all of those skills.
21, but he has a whole lot of experience. Vladislav Ancharov.
Here we see Pike Triff Rudy out.
The medal award ceremony at the Olympics in Rio.
They're the same, this time half turn out. Same in the tuck position.
Olympic gold medalist Vladislav Hančarov.
He is the Olympic champion from 2016.
Championships in Denmark.
Such a talent.
And bronze medal winner. And
Amplitude and extension in the skills.
Guess which of these medalists is most beautiful?
Pike in, Rudy out. And there's the Miller to finish off. Big thumbs up from him. And a score of 61.370.
61-3.
He's happy with that.
It's time to go to Russia. Here is Sergei Azaryan.
Now the Russian Federation being represented by Sergei Azaryan. 27 years of age. Took a team gold in 2015. And brings himself under control at the end. 4 triffs in that routine, finishing with the Miller. Qualified with a 10th highest score.
He won the team gold
There.
with Russia.
Pike Triff Rudy out. Half in, half out Pike.
He was the bronze medal winner individual at the World Championships
Pike
here in
Triff.
Sofia.
Tuck Triff. Linking all of these elements together. Folded tight in that Pike position.
We're waiting for this.
Half in Triff.
This Russian routine.
A little bit of horizontal displacement.
There it
And the
is.
score 59.365.
China now with Dong Dong.
Our first gymnast from China, Dong Dong. 28 years of age. Olympic champion in 2012, silver in 2016, bronze in 2008. Highly decorated gymnast. Now then, let's see what he can perform. And another beautiful performance from Dong Dong. Consummate professional.
Dong Dong, the man who has the full set of Olympic medals. Gold from London 2012, silver in Rio, and bronze in
Well,
Beijing.
let's take another look at him in action. Pike Triff Rudy out. Here you go, half in.
He's 28.
28 years old.
Pike Triffis, Tuck Triffis.
Most well-known names in the trampoline world.
Opening out of each of those somersaults. Half in Triffis.
His hobbies include singing.
Maintaining that height throughout.
And his big hero is here in this venue. He's a fan. He was a fan and he's still a fan.
And there's the Miller to finish.
Alexander Moskalenko.
No, that is a compliment. Both Dom and Moskalenko.
Congratulated by his coach. The score is 60.815.
60.815.
Great start for China.
Let's have a look at the intermediate standings.
So Belarus lead at the moment from China, 0.555 behind. Japan currently in third, Russian Federation in fourth, and Portugal
Here is Diogo
in fifth. The next gymnast from Portugal, Diogo Ganchinho. Experienced performer. Oh no! Oh, what a shame. What a shame. He holds his head in his hands. And a premature conclusion to his routine, and that scuppers the chances for Portugal. Now then, half turning goes for the difficulty, but you could see he travelled.
29 years old.
He's an experienced gymnast. He's been at 2 Olympics. Half in goes for triple, half out, but clearly lost control, and that is costly.
In Wrocław and in Taipei. There you go. Diogo Ganchinho.
What a shame. If only, he thinks.
And if you want to clear his head, go surfing.
That's one of his hobbies.
Portugal performed so well in qualification.
Diogo Ganchinho. Wait for the score.
Scored 59.35 in qualification, but of course, that won't be the case today.
We love
To have him here in the final. This Portuguese man.
Unfortunately, 6.5 the score. The total 65.405.
as we said before, these are human beings.
Japan.
So now we move on, and Masaki Ito performs for Japan. Bit of mental rehearsal there before he steps onto the bed. Just going through the routine. Psychology so important in gymnastics. Both physically and mentally prepared. Well, 3 triples to start the routine and a Miller to finish.
Masaki Ito.
Sigh of relief for him. Twice an Olympian. 29 years of age. There, pike triffis.
He was a finalist at the
Half it,
Olympics,
triff, tuck triff.
London Olympics as well.
Half in, Rudy out.
And he almost won a medal there. 4th place for him in London.
The winner of the
Fin half out. There, just lost his form a little bit and pulled it back for the final. Miller drew on all of his experience.
He's 28 years old. Masaki Ito.
Thumbs up from him.
He and his coach are greeting his fans at home.
Masaki Ito scores 59.495, giving Japan a total of 119.225.
We travel to Belarus. Here is Alek Rabtsov.
Ale Rabtsov from Belarus next to perform. Belarus took a bronze in the team competition back in 2015. Of course, there was no World Championships in 2016 with it being an Olympic year. Oh no! Oh. It just shows how difficult. They make it look, when they're flying high and they're landing in the middle of the bed, they make it look so easy, but you realise it's such a fraction between success and disaster. He was going beautifully well. There, Pike Triff is really out. Here, extended in the line. But here he just took off and the trajectory sent him forwards. And he was never going to be able to land back on the bed with that takeoff. What a shame there. Well, Belarus took bronze last time round there, 19.5, a total of 80.87. Disappointment.
And here's the Russian Federation with Andrei Yudin.
Now then, this is Andrei Yudin from the Russian Federation. (21 years of age), Rio Olympic finalist. Russian Federation took the team gold in 2015. Andrei Yudin packing in the difficulty, trying to give his team a maximum chance to succeed. A bronze medal in the individual competition in 2015. Pike Triff, Rudy out.
He's one of the people who would love to win a medal at the
Pike
next
Triff.
Olympics in Tokyo.
Tuck Triff, Rudy out.
That is his ambition. He was his finalist already.
Rotating as they're elevating up
But
to
the
the
podium was
peak
pretty far away,
of their flight.
with a total score of 108.725 in
There.
the Olympic final.
Tuck Triff, Rudy out. Rudy, the 1.5 twist.
Bronze medal winner.
National Championships individual in Denmark. And he's a big fan of motorbikes.
And the score 59.895, a total of 119.260, taking the Russian Federation into the lead.
9-5.
All eyes are on China now, and this is Tu Xiao. World champion in 2014, 29 years of age. And the Miller to finish. Wow, for a moment you could literally hear a pin drop in the arena there. 4 times the world champion in synchro. Strong performance from him. That will keep their title hopes aloft.
With gold medals at the World Games in Cali.
Pike Triff Rudy out.
And a gold medal in Odense at the World Championships in Denmark.
You see it really pulling into the pike position there. Slender gymnast, twists very well.
In Daytona 2014.
Simple pike back in the middle. Before the Triff in the top position.
28 years old.
And that was the Miller in triple twisting, double straight to finish. The score 58.965, a total of 119.780 for China. They are in the lead with one more routine to go from each gymnast, or each nation, should I say. There are the standings. China lead from the Russian Federation, followed by Japan, Belarus and Portugal, unfortunately, away behind.
Last rotation.
So, we now have Portugal with their final performer, Diogo Abreu. Four triffs in the routine, finishing again with the Miller. Well done to him.
Portugal.
Cleanly through. Represented Portugal at the Rio Olympic Games. And earlier this year took a bronze at the Baku World Cup.
One of the Olympic athletes.
There, Pike, Triff Rudy out. Here's the second Triff in the pike position. There, in the tuck.
He was introduced to the sport by his mother, who was a rhythmic gymnast in Portugal.
Spot in the bed as they come out, extending out into that vertical from the tuck or the pike shape. There it is. See each skill, it opens out and floats down from vertical to horizontal position before preparing for the landing on the bed.
Let's wait for the score. This is the final score for Portugal here in this final.
60.415 and a total of 125.820 for Portugal.
And we go to Japan with Kinga
This is Ginga Munatomo from Japan. ...23 years of age. 4th in the individual competition at the Rio Olympic Games. And his coach punches the air, and the Japanese gymnast thrilled. I think a bit of a sigh of relief for him. He was right on the edge at the end there, but he did save it, and well done to him. What a character. It was 8th, making the final at the World Championships in 2015. And I think the Japanese team must have held their breath throughout the whole of that exercise. Surely that means they have earned themselves a medal. And of course, with 2020 on the horizon, it will come quicker than we think. Japan hoping to make their way slowly up the ranks in all sports. They were 5th back in the 2015 team competition on trampoline. The Rudy out. Now then, this was the Miller right at the edge. Oh, but it's like just saving it, and he jumps forwards. A little bit scrappy, but nonetheless, cleanly through. 58.215, a total of 177.440. Well done, Japan.
We go to Belarus.
And now from Belarus, we have Artyom Zhyuk, 20-year-old. As part of the bronze medal winning team in 2015. And Artyom Zhyuk completed his routine.
He was one of the finalists.
But unfortunately, due to the earlier error in the competition, a chance of a medal now gone. Took gold in the synchronized competition at the Minsk World Cup earlier this year. Qualified with the 14th highest score in terms of the individual competition. But of course today the focus is on the team.
2 more athletes, 2 more routines, 2 more countries in this men's team final. China
Pike in, half out.
women's competition. What will be here in this men's final?
And the Miller to finish. Waits for his score. Or maybe he's chosen not to. There it is, 56. 137.370, total 137.240.
Short roundup, Japan.
So those are the standings at the moment, with the Russian Federation and China still to go. Japan lead.
And Russian Federation, it is China with the final routine of Gao Lei.
So Dmitry Ushakov performing now for the Russian Federation.
First in Russia, of course. Dmitry Ushakov.
Highest qualifier yesterday. 29 years of age, silver medalist at the 2012 Olympic Games. And another strong performance by the experienced Russian. Delighted.
He was
Pulled it out when it mattered.
by our goof. This was not a Chinese effort, of course. Russia.
Well done to him.
Ushakov.
Was placed 5th in the Rio Olympic Games, 6th in Beijing, took that silver in London. Here doing it for the team.
Back in 2000
That must have secured a medal for the Russian Federation.
years ago.
The difficulty was there, as was the execution.
Silver medal winner at the London Olympics
There,
in 2012.
pike drift Rudy out,
6th in Beijing, 5th in Rio.
tuck drift, half in drift.
And he also won the European Games in Baku, both individual and synchro.
And there the Miller. And a smile as he lands. 62.365, a score of 181.625 for the Russian Federation. Great job.
And now the People's Republic of
Just one more performer. Gao Lei from China, the reigning world champion. Took a bronze in Rio. Can he help China secure another world title? Oh, and a beautiful performance to finish his competition. Maintained his flight and his height, kept his form, very little horizontal displacement.
World Champion.
He punches the air. He knows he's done a good job.
Champion of Olympics in Denmark, Gao Lei.
Well, he had the highest time of flight in his voluntary exercise. Exceptional work here.
5 years old. Bronze medal winner
Complete control.
in Rio. World champion of 2013 in Sofia, Bulgaria, and in Denmark.
Half in drift. Tuck drift Rudy out. 25-year-old.
The last time that China
Stepping up to the
won
challenge when it
team
mattered.
event was
The score 62.140, a total of 181.920, a gold medal and another world title in the team event for China. What a final. He said it would be exciting. Just shows anything can happen there. China taking the title, just .295 ahead of the Russian Federation. Japan will be delighted with a bronze medal. Belarus, unfortunately, disappointed, as will Portugal be, with errors within their team competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, we say
Goodbye to the athletes.
So that concludes the final. We have victory ceremonies still to come. The gymnasts congratulate each other and the coaches. 4 world titles have been decided here this evening. Lots more to come over the next 2 days. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
march out of the athletes, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen, thank you so much. We need the athlete zone now for the award ceremony, so please leave the arena.
So there are some replays from the men's team final. Please stay with us. The victory ceremonies will follow shortly.
Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. In just a couple of moments, the two remaining award ceremonies.
So the presentation party is just about to enter the arena for the victory ceremony of the women's trampoline team final.
Welcome the medal winners.
Here are our medalists.
Third place and bronze medal winner, Great Britain.
Great Britain winning the bronze medal. Kat Driscoll, Laura Gallagher and Isabel Songhurst representing Great Britain.
Second place and silver medal winners, Belarus.
Belarus take the silver. Strong performances from Tatiana Pietrania, Maria Maklinskaya, and Alina Katsian, and Hannah Hachinak, the fourth member of their team. Along with the coach, of course, all being presented with medals here today.
Gold medal winners, World Champions 2017, People's Republic of China.
And China take another world title in the women's team trampoline competition. New 2017 world champions Xiong Xingping, Liu Lingling, Xu Xiuying, and Xu Shouli.
And the medals,
Smiles all round.
Are presented by bronze medal by Mr. Stoyan Dmitrov, president of the local organizing committee. Silver medal is presented by a trampoline technical committee member, Liu Jing. And the gold medal by trampoline ambassador Irina Karavaeva.
And Irina Karavaeva, Olympic champion back in Sydney in 2000, 5 times individual world champion, presenting the medals to China, the new world champions. She's an ambassador here at these world championships in Sofia. The all-important flowers are presented. Congratulations all round. Well done to our medalists. As we said earlier, many of them have a job to do tomorrow in the synchro.
Ladies and
All
gentlemen,
the individual competition.
stand up
Final
for
for
the
that will be
national
on
anthem.
Sunday. Meanwhile, we stand now for the national anthem of China.
Yes, indeed. We stand up for the national anthem of the People's Republic of China. China gold medalist in this women's trampoline team final, Belarus silver medal winner, and Great Britain wins the bronze.
So confirmation there of our medalists. China, the gold.
This great
Belarus, the
podium.
silver. Great Britain, the bronze medal in the women's trampoline team final. Congratulations to them. They make their way off.
Gymnasts,
medal
congratulations.
rostrum.
Thank you so much.
We have one more victory ceremony to go this evening. Of course, the all-important photos taken not only on the medal podium, but in the arena as well, where not just medals are gained, but friendships, international relations are formed. Lots of these gymnasts know each other from the competition circuit. Next, we will be having the men's trampoline team victory ceremony.
almost ready for yet another award ceremony. Medal award ceremony for the men's trampoline team.
So we
final.
welcome into the
Here
arena now
are
the
medal
medalists in the
winners.
men's team final on a trampoline with the presentation party.
Third place and bronze medal winners, the team of Japan.
Japanese team stepping up to receive their bronze medal. Represented by Daiki Kishi, Masaki Ito, Ryosuke Sakai, and Ginga Munetomo.
Second place and silver medal winners, the Russian Federation.
The Russian Federation win the silver medal here. Dmitry Ushakov, Mikhail Melnik, Sergei Azarian, and Andrei Yudin. And of course, making room for the coach.
And first place gold medal winners and world champions, the People's Republic of China.
And China taking the world title and the gold medals. Tu Xiao, Dong Dong, Gao Lei, and Xiao Jinyu. All of the gymnasts congratulating each other. Smiles all around. Highly exciting final.
The bronze medal, ladies and gentlemen, is presented by President of the local organizing committee, Mr. Stoyan Dimitrov. Silver medal by Trampoline Technical Committee member Tatiana Shuiska. And the gold medal by our trampoline ambassador, Mr. Alexander Moskalenko.
And the gold medal's been presented by Alexander Moskalenko from the Russian Federation. He holds the records, or did hold the record. We'll need to get this checked this evening because I believe that Dong Dong from China was almost sharing the record with him. He holds 5 individual world championship medals, 18 world medals, 14 of which are gold. And he was the Olympic champion back in 2000 in Sydney, and the other ambassador here at the Sofia World Championships. So his record possibly was surpassed today with Dong Dong taking that title in the team competition. And it's fitting that the medal was presented to Dong Dong by Alexander Moskalenko. Thumbs up for the all-important photograph. And now we acknowledge our medalists and our world champions with the national anthem of China.
Gold for the People's Republic of China.
Their confirmation of the results: gold for China, silver for the Russian Federation, and bronze for Japan. That concludes the action and the victory ceremonies for today. Of course, action continues tomorrow, where we have the men's tumbling team final, the women's DMT team final, synchro competition for women and men and their finals, and on Sunday, the individual women's DMT, men's tumbling, and the individual trampoline finals as well. So, lots more titles up for grabs, lots to look forward to.
Great to have you here in Sofia.
We hope you've enjoyed the action here at the Amik Arena in Sofia. Just about brings us to the end of our day.
And while the athletes are leaving the arena, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome you tomorrow again. We start at 3 p.m. with our next competitions here in the Arena Armets. If you have to drive, please do it carefully. And if not, see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
So congratulations to all our medalists, and hopefully you'll rejoin the action with us tomorrow.